Welcome back to the Residual Royalty Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to choose a pen name for your low or no content books, also called an author name. So quickly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do that. We want to spread the message and the love of passive residual income to everybody so everybody can get financial freedom. That is the goal with this channel. So let's talk about the do's and more importantly, the don'ts. So firstly, let's go on to the don'ts when it comes to selecting a pen name or author name. So do not overuse, or what is called keyword stuffing. Do not stuff keywords into your author name or pen name. For example, amazing travel journals if you're making a travel journal, or if you're making a pink line notebook or a pink line diary, do not go with pink lined diary company. The odds are that it will be rejected, and I see this a lot in the Residual Royalty Academy Facebook group. People saying, oh, my journals are getting rejected. Yeah, it's because you're trying to put too many keywords into your pen name. Another very common thing is to use words that indicate multiple product. For example, you might go with something like the travel collection, or you maybe put bundle or set of. So do not put any of those words that indicate that there's multiple products in your description, in your author name, in your pen name, or even in your backend keywords, as that's going to cause your book to get rejected as well. Do not try to leech off famous authors' names or book titles. For example, don't use a pen name Harry Potter, don't use the pen name Jacqueline Wilson, as these are already established, credible authors, and it's just kind of risky, and KDP are probably not going to accept your books, and they're probably going to frown upon it if you use these pen names to try and get some more reach. So do not obviously use any trademark terms or words, as obviously that's a little bit risky as well. But what you can do is just combine some random words from your imagination, or maybe some relevant words. For example, this one down here, if I was making a boxing journal, you could go with in the ring journals. It's okay generally to use one keyword. If you've got a journal, then go with journal, because you're just describing what it is. You're not really trying to overuse keywords in that situation. You're just literally describing what the product is, or what the company or the publishing house creates. So you could just go with something completely random. Just off the top of my head, I just thought of that. Fancy Fun Publishing House. You can use that if you want to. I've never used that pen name myself. And in a second, I'm going to show you how to separate up your pen names to stop your best book titles being stolen when you have a lot of books in your library. So quickly before I do that, I just want to say, if you can't think up appropriate author names, or you just don't want to, or you don't have the time, just use this website here and it will take you to here, and you just put in a letter, or you can leave all this blank, which is what I normally do. Just hit generate name and it creates a brand new pen name for you every time. So it generally doesn't matter which pen name you use, whether it's a normal name or whether it's something that indicates that it's a notebook or a journal or whatever it is. So I was just going to make that note up here. Pen names really are not that important when it comes to low or no content books. People aren't generally even going to read it, or probably won't even notice it. As long as they like your cover, they like your description, they've found the right book and they want the book, they're just going to buy it regardless of what the pen name is, unless it's something stupid. Like, don't choose a stupid pen name that's going to actually put somebody off buying it. But if you just go with a middle of the road pen name, you really don't need to worry about it, and it's not going to make the difference between an unsuccessful book and a successful book. So let me now drag over here, and I'm going to show you how to separate your pen names. You may already know this, but if you don't, then it's going to be useful. So for example, in my first pen name that I choose, I'm going to only do books in one niche. So I'm going to make maybe 5 or 10 books in this niche, all with the same pen name. So maybe this would be in the ring journals. There will be 5 boxing journals, and I'm just going to test this niche, and if it works, I'll make more books in that niche later. But what I would then do is come up with a second pen name for my other niche. For example, I would do Fancy Fun Publishing House, and I'll be publishing some different types of books under this niche. And then if they start selling, then of course, yes, I will make more of these. If I check maybe a week later, let me grab this, sorry about that. If I see that the boxing journals hadn't sold, but these ones here had sold, then I would do more books under this name, as I know that customers want these kind of books. So I'll just keep creating more and more, and you just keep repeating this process and building your library that way. And obviously you would have another pen name. Maybe you've taken the Royalty Accelerator course and you're making some guest books. You maybe want to put these guest books under a different pen name, and then you start creating books like this. And that way, if somebody was to find this book here, let's go for a different color. Let's say this book was really successful and people were able to find this book really easily because it was high up in the search results. Let's say they found this book and you also had this book that was doing really well, and you also had this book that was doing really well. When they find this one, they're not going to be able to see these two here because they're not linked. But if you had them all under the same pen name or author name, it would be really easy to them to find this one, and then they'd find this one, and then they'd find this one, and they're going to use that as inspiration to create their own books. So if you can separate out your niches using different pen names, then that is a great strategy to protect yourself and build a moat around yourself. I hope that helps you out. If it has helped you, please like the video. It really helps to grow the channel and spread the message of passive income and financial independence, which is what this channel is all about. So if you want to go to 4 figures a month, you want to get to $1,000 a month within 4 months, and sign up to the Royalty Accelerator, and it's going to show you how to do just that. So as I say, I hope it's been a useful video, and I'll see you in the next one.